The COVID-19 pandemic is one of the biggest challenges we have ever faced.
It has affected every part of our society, every family, every community in every country across the world.
For young people in particular, the toll of lockdowns and the social and economic impact have been enormous.
Families and loved ones have fallen to the virus. 90% of young people have reported increased mental anxiety.
More than 1 billion students in almost every country have been impacted by school closures, and 1 in 6 young people worldwide have lost their jobs during the pandemic.
Community groups, sports clubs, and youth groups have been suspended or closed or moved online, removing that all-important physical and emotional contact which we all crave.
Young people, particularly young women, are more isolated, more at risk and more likely to be the victims of domestic and gender-based violence.
A generation disrupted, forgotten.
And yet, despite this extraordinary challenge, young people have consistently shown their resilience, their adaptability, and their determination to lead
the COVID-19 response and recovery efforts.
We've seen young people rise up, organise and support their communities more than ever before.
We've seen young people saving lives on the front lines in hospitals, providing food and shelter to those in need,
socially distancing and wearing masks to protect themselves and their communities.
They've used their ingenuity, their talent and their skills to build solutions to the challenges which COVID-19 has created for us all.
And despite all the pain, sorrow and anger, we know that we have a generation of young people
ready to rise up to the challenge, ready to build back better.
This is why, as representatives of the world's largest youth development organizations,
made up of the World Organization of the Scout Movement,
the World Young Men Christian Association, the YMCA,
the World Young Women's Christian Association,
World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts,
the International Federation of the Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies,
and the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award.
We have joined forces together to launch the Global Youth Mobilization.
The Global Youth Mobilization is a movement of young people and voluntary organizations
taking action to improve community and young people's lives
now and in a post-COVID-19 world.
Thanks to the generous support of the World Health Organization, United Nations Foundation, and COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund,
we're investing more than $5 million in local and national youth organizations,
including direct micro-funding for youth-led solutions and an accelerator program to scale up the most innovative response efforts.
We're calling on governments, companies and policymakers to support us to invest in and scale up youth-led solutions and youth development programs across the world.
It is now time we celebrate young people's contribution and recognize them for their efforts.
Together, our movements, organizations, volunteers and young people have the collective power and influence to improve the lives of children and young people across the world.
We 6 organizations collectively serve, support and engage more than 250 million young people every year.
We're more determined than ever to keep delivering the invaluable support our organizations and volunteers provide.
By equipping young people with the skills for life,
by championing the impact of non-formal education and learning,
by providing safe spaces for their development and volunteering opportunities,
and giving them the confidence to grow,
to discover their potential and challenge the status quo.
And we're proud to do this together.
As an alliance of the Big 6 youth organizations and through the Global Youth Mobilization.
We invite you to join us, to invest in young people, in their ideas, their creativity, and their talents.